Hi guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, I'm Anne and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts. That includes soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, past life connections, and anybody you're connected to romantically. I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I'm sure there's a message for you. Okay, now we're coming down to the Leo sun, and it's a time when, end of July and getting ready for August is usually a really happy time for all of us. I know a lot of us are still dealing with a lot going on with our own stuff, and that's okay. But try to get outside. I keep saying that, embrace what we have. I know a lot of you are in the smack middle of winter. Another beautiful time. There's always beauty in every season. But the Lion's Gateway portal that's about to happen in these next few weeks, it's basically new beginnings. The Cyrus sun happening. It's like it's all connecting. It's all coming together, and it brings up exciting things. Now I'm going to post a link in my description area so I can explain more about it in my previous blog article, so you can understand it better instead of me talking about it. Okay, so I do have my portable desk, and I took it inside because it was a little noisy out there, and it is getting a little muggy, so I just like to show you guys. Like I said, whoops, I think I am, well, I try to be so careful. Okay, that's okay. They didn't move. Sometimes they fall on the floor and I have to just edit the whole video. No, I'm not perfect, guys. Nobody is. Okay, so divine masculine, divine feminine. I will explain the cards to you. The first card for the divine masculine is surrender your battles. That's a very beautiful card. Surrender your battles. Now, divine masculine doesn't necessarily mean that it's just for a man, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's for your partner, or who are you with. If they're a man, if they're a woman, it doesn't matter. It represents what you resonate. So whatever resonates with this reading, so I should have explained this at the start, take with you. So surrender your battles. This card says the angels are asking you to hold your peace and surrender the battles to them. Okay, so letting go, releasing. We've been seeing that a lot lately in the last couple of readings, a lot of surrendering, a lot of going back to the basics, letting go. And that's what divine masculines are currently working on. There's a lot of work being done here. This situation we've had all year long has been working us all up inside. A lot of us are angry. A lot of us has the different types of emotional issues. But basically, it is to purge. It's all to release. It's to surrender. Because when things are kind of like stagnant, it's not going anywhere. So things have to be released. So take it as, this is a time for me to let go of everything and stop holding on to things that do not serve a purpose. Now, when I say purpose, I mean, you may be holding on a grudge. You may be holding on something. You may be holding on material items. It's like, why am I doing this to myself? Why can't I just invite the new? You have the power. You have the strength. More than you realize. More than you really acknowledge. And it's a beautiful card. I love this card. As you guys can see, it's power inside of you. When you have the power, you are capable. Divine masculine is realizing a lot. It's a lot of energy. Not everything is going to be the same, guys. It's all changing. It's all evolving. If there's someone you're involved in and they're not getting it, they're not seeing things eye to eye with you, you remember, there's a lot of power inside of you that you can make things different. You can change things. If things are constantly being brought out the same way and you don't say nothing, you don't have nothing to bring outside to tell or to say, or just action. You're not going to let it happen. You have more power. This is another way of surrendering. Instead of holding on to, I will just leave it go. I will just leave them do whatever they need to do, and I'm just going to take it. That's not good. That's really not good. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. Remember, these are messages from the divine, not from me, that they're being given to you. So whatever you have, coming through, whatever you're receiving is basically your message. I'm not telling you. It's something you're getting. So you have the power to do what you need to do to fix things. Sometimes you have to be firm. You have to be assertive. You have to say the way it is. Otherwise, you're always going to find yourself in the same place over and over. And that's how I said stagnant energy. Stagnant energy. Divine masculines, have patience. Have patience into what you believe in, into what is in your heart. That's a beautiful card. Look at the color in that card. And I'm going to read it to you. I love when there's little messages so I can read them. It gives a little extra to the card. Okay, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the situation or delay is, your desire will come when it is meant to. Yeah, as you guys can see, the font is a little, fancy script, but you can read it. And you know what? That's so true. The patience that you have to have with Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is going through a lot of, I'm not saying procrastinating. Divine Masculine, if you're involved with someone and it seems like they're procrastinating the relationship, it's like, come on, when are you going to make a move? When are you going to ask that person out? When are they going to ask you out? When is it going to happen? Patience. Patience for the Divine Masculine, whatever you're waiting for. It's not meant for things to happen right away, but, it is part of the process, the beginnings, new changes. And you know what? Because of all these changes and new beginnings, you're seeing things for what they are, not for what you want them to be. But sometimes things are a blessing in disguise. Like we go through a lot of stuff lately, and we take a lot, and we are sacrificing a lot, and we're not truly where we want to be. I mean, we can all act like we're happy and positive and everything else, and that's beautiful. We all should. But there comes a time when you want to just you want to vent, you want to just release. Take that energy. Don't use it on other people. I like to take it out on vigorous exercise. Use it to your advantage. If there's something that you like to do, I like to do kickboxing. I just got into kickboxing. And you know what? I find it helps me cope with a lot of the stuff that you hold on to, or, vigorous walking. I love walking up hills and, like huffing and puffing. It's like it gets that energy going. You're circulating, or lifting weights. Yoga is even good too, but I'm talking about doing something where you're taking it out of you, because if you're holding on to stuff, and I don't mean to talk to everybody about physical exercise, but it's a good thing. Ask your doctor if you could, exercise if it's safe for you. I mean, everybody is different. That's why I'm bringing this out. I don't want to, like everybody say, well, Anne said to exercise, and you have to do it to what your intuition is telling you. Exercise is a time when we circulate our bodies, we circulate the energies, and that's what creates new beginnings, new changes. Because then, those endorphins go up in your mind, and you don't feel so restricted. You don't feel like everything is being crowded in. You remember when we were all kept in, cooped in, that time when, I'm not going to talk about it, but when you're just feeling like you just want to get out, but you can't. And that energy is just like, you want to just open up a window. You want to just say, hey, I want to get out there. And you can't. This is a time when you can. So do as much as you can, because, it goes by so fast. Summer goes by so fast, guys. And, I can't speak for winter and, the southern hemisphere. Like I said, I've never been there, so I don't really know. I can only talk about the summertime. So Divine Feminines, it's perfect timing for you also. Perfect timing for you to get out there. Perfect timing for everybody to get out there. I encourage it because it's a good time to, even if you're meditating, you know what? Find a tree, get yourself your little, water bottle and, a blanket, or, one of those little foldable chairs like I have. You guys see me on my little pink chair, and just carry it around with you. Go where you feel the energy. You're going to feel things differently. Seriously, when you do this, you're going to feel much more uplifted, because perfect timing happens because you're patient. You're allowing things to happen on God's timing, not your timing. Things have to happen for a reason, like what's going on right now. It's all happening for a reason. And the divine timing ordained by the angels is never too late or too early. It's always perfect. You see, guys, it's always perfect, and it's always what God wants. You know, you don't have to be religious. You can just, you have a higher power. I believe in God. Like, what, everybody is different. Everybody has, whoops. Whoa, that never happened before. Okay, that's a message. Guys, pay attention. You saw my little unicorn on my TV on the other side. Okay. You have the power inside of you to do it. I love that. Take pleasure. Okay, when I've been talking about like getting out there and doing nature and doing things outdoorsy, have some pleasure in your life. Yeah. Visit friends, visit family. Of course, you want to keep social distancing. I can't really tell you to get out and do everything you want, but it's a good time to, embrace what you can, in your own limits, of course. But it's also a time to endure pleasure, whatever that may be. Self-care. Self-care is really important. Taking care of your body, taking care of yourself, taking care of your well-being inside, guys. It's so, so important. I know a lot of things is, like I said, it's like not possible. We feel we can't do the summery things. Like normally this time of the year, I'd be getting ready to go to visit friends and family in France and Europe, and we're restricted. I mean, it's not because I can't. I can. My husband can, and I can go along with him. But you know what? There's too much of a risk. So we'd rather stay home and go maybe in a few months when it clears up, and enjoy ourselves. We don't want to just feel like we are going because we have to go, because we always go during this time of the year. We'd rather go when we're comfortable to go. That's what I'm saying. So take pleasure. And you know what? I am taking pleasure because I never take enough time, to embrace my backyard as much as I like to, because it's always too, too busy for me. So that's why I'm saying for you guys, take whatever it is to have that pleasure. Divine feminines, you neglect yourself a lot. Divine feminines basically have been feeling this way. They've been not feeling sorry for themselves, but they've been taking a lot in that they feel like nothing is ever going to change. And you know what? Take charge of this. Take charge. I love that card. It's the cover of these beautiful angel cards, and I'll put the names of the cards on the bottom in the description. But take charge. And it says here, leadership and self-discipline are required to take control of your life. So yeah, don't look at the past. Don't look at what everybody expects of you or what you think you should be doing, because you know what? That only goes to show you that you're just following the same pattern, like the way the divine masculine. It's just stagnant. Something has to change. And I know sometimes it goes like a teeter-totter, divine masculine, divine feminine. Why can't they just be even? Well, that's why it's divine masculine, divine feminine. I'm sorry to say this, but that's why you have to find the balance. And once you find the balance, that's when union happens. Remember, we talked about union. Divine feminines, you are also releasing. Release the pain, release the negativity, release all of that. Don't hold on to things. That's a beautiful card. I love looking at it. When you hold on to stuff, when you hold on to past things, well, he said this and he just won't give in, and he won't ever give in to what I want, or she. Well, that's holding on to something, and that's going to make you feel very bitter, and that's going to actually make you feel like you're never getting nothing. Instead of looking at that situation with the glass half empty, I know it's hard, but use it to your advantage. Like I said, all that energy that you're holding on to, maybe look at it as, no, I'm fighting back. You know what? I'm going to focus on me. And if they know where I'm at, they got my number, they know how to get in touch with me, I'm focusing on me. Guess what? They will focus on you too. Because when you start putting yourself up in front and they see, wow, you're a different person. Wow, she's never acted this way. She's never been so adamant about things. And, it's kind of like they look up to you, or he. Everybody is different, and like I said, everyone has their own way. But when you start looking at yourself in a way where I love me and I have to take care of me. And I'm not saying to be selfish or narcissist or anything like that, because nobody is truly like that when it comes to these types of connections. It's mainly because you are so giving, you are so loving, that you sometimes get little bumped around in the process. And you know what happens? You end up feeling like, what am I going to do with this situation? You end up training it this way. You end up making it happen this way. It's kind of like your child. You know, when you think of your child, if you're going to allow the child to take applesauce and spill it all over the floor and say, oh, that's okay. Or, you know, put bobby pins in the plugs. That's terrible. You know, you're going to see this is not right. You have to make some boundaries for that child. Well, the same thing goes for your relationship. If you don't put boundaries, if you don't like say what you want, and then with love, because that's what you do when you discipline. You take the bobby pins away from the child, you wipe the applesauce away, and you take them out, and you know, give them a timeout or something. You know, you take something away. That's how we do it in our house when the kids were growing up. They didn't like it, and same thing with little Toto. You know, my little puppy, when he does something, my daughter's a puppy, but to me, I'm grandma. So, you know, you take that puppy and you put him in his little cage. You know, he doesn't like to be in the cage. But when he starts biting and doing the zoomy thing, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, my hands are all cut up and everybody's like, oh, and kisses too. So my point is, I'm not talking about my dogs. I'm just talking about the situation. You have to take charge. You have to take control. You can do it. You can take control. You can take charge of your relationship. If you're apart from that person, well, you have to stop, you know, focusing on, you know, the feeling of, you know, I have to get in touch with them, or I have to initiate. If I don't initiate, they're never going to. They initiate when I initiate. And I mean, I can't say don't do it, but you know, it's a two-way street. If you always have to put the effort first, why not take a step back and see when they put the effort? You know, you might like you'll see how they'll come forward. Like I said, being more adamant about yourself, about what you want, taking charge, can make a big difference, you know? Okay, so very important messages that I got through this, and I felt it very strong. Hope that this reading video resonated with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Maybe revisit this video if it doesn't completely resonate. I invite you to always take notes with all readings because it helps. I should have said that at the start, but I'm saying it now. Rewatch this video maybe when you're more open to it. I mean, everybody's different. I know we all got stuff going on, but I'm always here, and the video's always here, and you know, it's, you know, God willing, I will continue to be here for you guys and make more videos in the future. I have lots of plans, so I'm looking forward to autumn too. I know we don't want to talk about that right now. We're still here. We're still here in July, but you know, I prepare. That's just me. So if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, right now I'm offering phone chat and email, not video yet. I might in the future, I'll let you guys know, but right now there's no specific plans for it. The links are down below in the description area. Also, I have blog articles. You can read about divine counterparts and everything that I've been writing since past 5-6 years, I believe. I don't even know. I just write, and I do a lot more. I try my best to get to you guys all the time and just say thank you for all of you who've been reaching out and, you know, just giving me the support. It means the world to me, guys. I love you all. I love you all. And it touches me. It really does. It touches my heart to just be here. It's an honor. It's an honor to be here. It's changed my life. It's touched my life. And, you know, I don't want to go into it because I might just tear up a little bit. But anyway, you guys got the idea. And welcome my new subscribers and followers, and just everything, for commenting, liking, sharing, and, you know, reposting the stuff that I post. It means a lot to me. Okay, so until next time, God bless you all. Namaste.